Hey everyone, welcome back. It's me once again, Matthew Montanez. I'm here with the Home Pro Shop Bottle Cutter Club. And today we're gonna make something fun. We're gonna make a wind chime out of an old or wine bottle. It doesn't even need to be old, it can just be one you drank last night. So we're gonna make one out of a wine bottle, and the things you're gonna need, of course, is your Home Pro Shop bottle cutter, which I love mine. I hope you guys love yours. I've been using mine on a bunch of projects. You're going to, of course, need an empty wine bottle. Clean, take off the labels, make it look nice and pretty. You're going to need your sandpaper, sand it down. Some string to tie in there. I like to be simple and use a key ring just so it doesn't slide through the bottle there, holds it in place. And I wanted to do something fun for my weight, so I decided to use a toy. I have a figurine of The Rock, and I also have a figurine of, I think this is May from that game Overwatch, and that's what's going to be my weight at the bottom. I felt like that would be pretty cool to do instead of just having like a balloon weight or something like that. And as always, when you get started, you want some hot water on your stovetop to boil, very, very hot water, and that'll separate the bottle when you store it. And also cold water in your freezer, so when you dip it back and forth, the water does all the work there. And here we go, let's get started. So we're going to cut this bottle. We're going to leave a good score, so let's loosen this so we can get a good measurement. And just keep something in mind, depending on the size of your bottle, the length, basically if it's longer or shorter, that's going to give the tone of your wind chime here when your little thing clinks around and taps the glass. So I think I'm gonna go about that much. I don't want to use like a lot of string because the string has to come up from one side, tie the other side, holding the weight. So I'm gonna go about right here and cut that much off, tighten that there. And as always, depending on how you're using your bottle cutter, I like to use mine this way with the L bracket on my left hand, the base. So my left hand's going to hold it in place, and my right hand's going to be rotating it towards me to give it some revolution, one revolution all the way around, and that's going to score the bottle. Remember, the key is even pressure throughout the entire rotation. So you want to do a decent amount of pressure. You don't want to push too hard in spots, and you don't want to be too soft in spots, because if you go too hard in certain spots, it's going to weaken the glass in that area, and that's when you start getting funny chips and things like that. And you know, it doesn't look good. So here we go. So even pressure with the right hand and turn it towards you. Left hand just guides it. And then of course you hear that it goes a different sound once you hit that score. So that's pretty good. So I'm hoping my pie is deep enough to submerge this bottle in there. Alright, so I got my steaming hot water here that was boiled. I got my ice cold water here. And it looks like my dishes were a little weren't big enough, so I'm just gonna like tilt it and turn it. And I like to start with the cold water first. I like to turn it a little bit. You want to keep it in there for about 5-10 seconds, and then you want to transfer it to the hot water. And if it doesn't separate the very first time, just go back and forth a few times and it will separate. You shouldn't have to put any pressure of your own, like trying to break it apart or nothing like that. It should do it all by itself. And just make sure the entire score is submerged in the water. So like I said, if you have to turn it, then that's fine, just to get the entire score submerged. You can hear it start to crack. And there we go, we got it separated. Not bad. It's a little jaggedy. Looks like my pressure wasn't completely even there. I did use a cheaper wine bottle, to be honest. So we'll still work with this just to finish the project, and you guys can check out the end results. As you can see, it's a little wavy there. So I'm gonna just sand it down real quick and we'll just finish up. You know, I get a pretty good, good clean break ratio there. But you know, sometimes I have a bad cut too. Might add a little character to it, you know? Just want to sand it down to get the sharp edges off. So, something simple like that. And this is where it gets a little fun. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our key ring, and we're going to tie a little knot on one end here. So just get it, tie a little knot. You can use a hook or whatever you prefer, anything that looks fancy, go ahead. But I like to keep these projects simple, where you just find stuff at your house. You don't need to go too much shopping. Like this thread here, I found it at the dollar store, so it was real easy to find. So just make sure that knot's tight on there, pull it tight, cut off the little excess piece of string there. And then you want to fish it through the bottle. Make sure the string doesn't go all the way through, that the key ring's actually holding it into place. Maybe I should have fished it through first, then tied it, right? Let's see if I can do this again. Straighten this through here. Come on. The bottle's a little moist from all the steam, so it's making it a little difficult for the string to move through. I think I got it here. Let's pull it all the way through so it holds. And as you can see, it holds. It'll dangle there. And we just need a little bit just to tie it to like a nail or a hook or something at the top. So I'm just going to cut it about here. And actually, let me get a little bit more. Let's go about right there. And then we can push this guy back through. And what we want to do here is we want to tie a washer. Well, I'll tie the other end of the string to this side so it all holds in place together. Quick tie here, same thing, just a quick knot. And just make sure it's sturdy enough that it's going to hold and not fall apart. I'm actually going to take off these gloves so I can do this a little better. Here. Good, I just got a little more easier grip without the gloves. And just take off that excess. Dollar store scissors. They don't work the best. There we go. And now I can grab the string back through, and it'll go through, and now we have our string. So we need this washer to be able to hang out inside and bang around. So all we got to do is just measure it, eyeball it a little bit, and we just need a little more here. And same thing. You're just going to tie it at this end. So let's go here and let's tie this end back on here. That's on the key ring side. Quick knot, tie, quick knot. Planes are loud today. Okay, so there's my knot. Cut this excess string off. Perfect. Alright, now we want to put the washer in here, and like I said, we might be able to just weave it through. Let's fish this back in and see if we can get this right this time. There we go. Jingling, so we need about this much string, because when we tie it, it'll shrink up a little bit. Let's tie this side first. This is the side like this. Tie this little knot. Take that off. And then we'll tie this side that we have here to it. So that's the side that's gonna bang around. And you can use anything. I'm using a washer just because that's what I had on hand, but you can have beads, you can put marbles, rocks. If somehow you can mount it on there, you can use it. The same thing with the weight side. Just like that. Perfect. And now we want a weight at the end, and I'm just going to cut it here. And let's just tie this one on here. Just because I think it's the easiest one. It's pretty heavy and it looks kind of cool. So now you can hold it. You have your weight. And there you go. So yeah, I hope you guys like that. It's a little different project. I've never really done it before, but it felt like a neat idea to try out. So yeah, you got a weight, you got something to ring it, and you got your bottle. So alright everybody, I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed this project. Hopefully it gives you some new ideas on things you can do with your bottle cutter. And maybe we'll spark some other ideas to make better wind chimes, make something a little more fun, maybe a little more nicer than I did. Like I said, use just parts or material that I had here at home. You know, if you have better ideas on things that make it look a lot nicer, you know, like beads inside or something, because you can use a thread and tie beads in there, then go ahead and drop a comment below. Go ahead and let us know what you use. Take some pictures of your project, show us in the entire group. I'm sure everybody would love to see your projects. And as always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. If you want to buy a bottle cutter, it's in the description below. As always, crafters, until next time.